Good morning. This is Dr. T. Anil Kumar, Professor, CMR Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. And today I'm here to introduce communication systems for electronics. Basically, communication is a transfer of information from one place to another place. And this transfer should be efficiently done with reliability as possible, and security is the prime area of interest. And in communication systems, components or subsystems act together to accomplish information transfer or exchange what we are interested in. And this is the basic block diagram of any communication system, which consists of an information source, any information source which generates mechanical signals like sound, light, pictures, words, etc. And these mechanical signals are converted into electrical signals for transmission purpose using an input transducer. So a transducer converts mechanical signals, mechanical energy into electrical signals. This converted electrical signal is transmitted through channel after modulation. So a transmitter block consists of modulation block in it, and which modulates a carrier, high frequency carrier, and this modulated signal can travel maximum distance so that the user can receive this. So after modulating, the signal is transmitted through channel where external noise or interference is being added. And this received electrical signal is applied to receiver, which consists of a demodulator, which demodulates received signal and converts or reconstructs original message signal. And this message signal, which is recovered from receiver, is applied to output transducer. And again, this output transducer converts electrical signal into mechanical energy, giving back to sound or light, whatever we applied at input side as information. And finally, the receiver will receive the information which we transmitted through our communication systems. And next question arises, why there is need for modulation. Now here we have certain reasons for this modulation. And first reason is we want to reduce the height of the antenna. And second, we want to reduce the interference which is being caused by external noises. And certainly we want to increase the range of communication, and we want to multiplex with various signals using common bandwidth. And finally, we want to improve the quality of reception. These are the basic points which requires modulation. And now a typical question comes, what is modulation? So to be specific, modulation is defined as a process of varying characteristics. So basically, we assume a sinusoidal signal as our message signal or carrier signal. So naturally, the characteristics of sinusoidal signals are going to be amplitude, frequency, and phase. Now, with these characteristics, we can define modulation is defined as the process of varying characteristics like amplitude, frequency, and phase of high frequency carrier signal in accordance with the message signal. And demodulation is a process of reconstructing the original message signal. And modulation is performed at transmitter side, and whereas demodulation is performed at receiver side. And the block diagram of various types of modulation schemes are given below. And basically, the modulation you can define into two categories: continuous wave modulation and pulse modulation. In continuous wave modulation, we apply sinusoidal carrier, and we define further as amplitude modulation and angle modulation. And again, in angle modulation, it can be divided into frequency modulation and phase modulation. Coming to pulse modulation, we apply pulse as our carrier, and we divide this pulse modulation into pulse amplitude modulation, which is known as PAM, pulse width modulation, which is known as pulse width PWM, pulse position modulation, which is known as PPM. And then the other category in pulse modulation is digital modulation schemes, where we apply digital signals for our modulation purpose. And the basic digital modulation scheme is going to be pulse code modulation, which is known as PCM, and further delta modulation, ASK, FSK, etc. And to be specific, let us define this amplitude modulation. For this amplitude modulation, consider a sinusoidal carrier C of t defined by C of t equals to AC cos 2 pi FCT, where AC is the carrier amplitude and FC is the carrier frequency. And consider the information bearing signal or message signal as M of t, whose Fourier transform is M of f. Then the amplitude modulation as defined as a process in which the amplitude of the carrier signal is varied in accordance with the modulated signal or message signal, is given by S of t equals to AC times 1 plus Ka times M of t into cos 2 pi FCT, where Ka is the amplitude called amplitude sensitivity of the modulator. And for effective generation of shape of the modulating signal, so there are two conditions. One is Ka times absolute value of Ka times M of t should be less than 1. The other one is the carrier frequency must be higher than W, where W is the maximum frequency component of message signal. And this amplitude modulated wave, when you want to describe in frequency domain, you apply Fourier transform for this S of t. And on application of Fourier transform, we obtain S of f as AC by 2 into delta f minus fc plus delta f plus fc plus AC into Ka times Ka by 2 into delta m of f minus fc plus m of f plus fc. And when you plot this, suppose if m of t is the signal given as shown in figure A, S of t is the modulated signal as shown in B when Ka times m of t is less than 1. When Ka times m of t is greater than 1, so the phase reversal occurs and there are zero crossings. And this is frequency domain description, which is known as spectrum. Spectrum of message signal is shown and spectrum of AM waves. And finally, various forms of amplitude modulation are going to be conventional amplitude modulation, which is also known as full AM, and the other one is double sideband suppressed carrier modulation, which is standardly known as DSBSC. Next, single sideband suppressed carrier modulation, which is also known as SSB-SC. And finally, vestigial sideband modulation, which is known as VSB modulation. So with this introduction, we stop here. Thank you.